from Canada? Who's here? Raise your hand if you're from one of the Canadian firms. Okay? Who's from Blake's? Okay, now, this is called, I learned, this is called a toque, right? Is that correct? Pronounce that correctly? Now, when you're trying to brand yourself within a jurisdiction, what you want to be able to say is, if somebody in your firm, if one of your clients says, I need a lawyer in Canada, or I need a lawyer in Toronto, or Vancouver, or you need to be able to say, oh yes, we have one of those. And Blake's has done a very effective job in marketing that fact. We are connecting themselves to Canada with the ACC. And what they have are these very valuable, highly coveted hats. These toque hats. Could you come up here just for a moment? If you have the microphone, people will do anything you want. Okay, do just put this hat on. Mention your name, the name of your firm, and then sit down and wear the hat.
Wearing the hat?
Wearing the hat.
I'm Dan McLeod from Blake's.
Somebody take a picture and send it to their marketing department. Now I have this hat because I love these hats. No one actually looks good in them. But you will all, the point is, sorry, you're an example of that. But they're great hats, they're very high quality hats, and everybody knows these Blake's hats. And now everybody here, if we came back next year and said, do you have a firm in Canada? Or do you have and you would all say, oh yeah, that guy in the hat. And so now you would remember Blake's, and you'd remember the association with Canada. That's very effective marketing of the firm to the outside world. And certainly here, if he wore that hat all the time, you would mock him. But you would remember, don't wear the hat all the time. But if he did, if he were known as that guy with the hat, you would remember him, certainly. You may think a lot of things, but you would certainly remember him, and that's really good marketing. I want that hat back later. Where's Paulo? Now in Brazil, we have that same sort of thing. What are the affiliations, the associations that we have with Brazil? Well, certainly there's soccer, football, there's beaches. We're in New Orleans. By the way, New Orleans, we're famous for Mardi Gras. So I've got beads, too. All right? These are my personal beads that I collected in Mardi Gras. And these are the good ones. So we have good beads. But New Orleans is famous for Mardi Gras, for the beads and throwing beads. Brazil also they have Carnival. So how would we do that? We know Carnival. What could we do? What garments, what clothing could I put on Paulo? Stand up, Paulo. No, I'm totally kidding. But you were all worried about, he was really worried about that. He doesn't know about this. But you know, pardon me? You all want him wearing that, don't you? Or at least the headdress. What they do also at ACC, they do a very effective job also at Demarest. But what they have instead of that, what they have are these really nice, high-quality beach, they're like beach blankets. They're a folding thing, and it's very nice, and people love these at ACC conference. They have very effectively marketed the Demarest name as a firm in Brazil. And they could do what they could hand out soccer balls, footballs, or other things as well, but this is a really effective way to connect yourself to a jurisdiction, and that's really good marketing, particularly here, where if somebody says, do we have a Lex Mundi lawyer in Sao Paulo? You would say, yes, that guy who dressed up like that. You would never forget that. And those pictures would be viral. But we're not going to make him do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're the only one who does not want you dressed up like that. The rest of us all want to see you like that.
Me too.
Yeah.